So you're thinking of becoming tomorrow's communication practitioner. Well, that's a major decision. So what does it take to become a good and effective community practitioner of tomorrow? There's a couple of things you can think of yourself, right? This globalizing world, you really need to be internationally oriented. And in order to be internationally oriented, you need to have loads and loads of intercultural skills and intercultural competencies. This is what we're focused on in this program. For the communication practitioner of tomorrow, to give you the skills that you need to be effective in this globalizing world. You need to be able to build relationships. That's the name of the game, and that's the name of the future game as well. And these relationships are complicated because people come from all different cultures, and that is not an easy thing to do. And the professional field is demanding more and more of you. Not only do they want you to have a lot of experience in this, a lot of intercultural and a lot of international experience, they also want you to have the highest academic standards. You need to know what you're talking about, because otherwise you're not going to make it in this professional world. And why do you need to know what you're talking about? Because they're demanding results. If you don't deliver the results, then there goes your career. So in order to prepare for an international career, you have to take all that into consideration. You need experience, you need academic merit, and you need to deliver the goods. And for this, a consortium of a number of European universities got together and said, okay, so now what kind of a program do we need to develop to answer the needs of the professional field of tomorrow? So we jointly developed a program, and we jointly deliver it. And one of the things that we said is, in our joint program, we want to have a harmonization of what we're doing. So we harmonize the curriculum, right? We know from each other what we're doing. We harmonize the assessment criteria, so we know what we're assessing in our students. We harmonize all kinds of procedures, and we ensure the comparability of the program. And what does this give you? It gives you 2 degrees and a consortium certificate. Now, how great is that as a competitive edge in the professional field? And the curriculum we've called it a competency-based curriculum. Now, what does that mean? That means that you're going to learn a lot of theory, of course, but you're also going to learn a lot of skills. But the most important thing is to be able to make a conscious decision when you're going to use these theories and when you're going to use these skills within a professional context. Because the one skill is going to be very important in context A, and that in another context, it could be a completely different skill. Competency-based curriculum. And that means that we need a lot of input from the professional field. They are our clients. They provide us with real-life cases for you to work on. You need to analyze problems from the professional field, and you need to come up with different kinds of solutions for these problems. One of the examples I want to give is what we call the energy battle, spelled NRG battle. This is a battle that our students participate in with different teams from all over the Netherlands. It's an international battle, and CEOs of major energy companies come and assess the different presentations of the students. Now, what happens is the 5 best teams of 25 national teams go into the finals. And again, these CEOs of these international companies choose one of the teams to win this battle. And of course, the next step is that they offer them a job, right? It is a great way of networking, it's a great way of profiling yourself and putting you out there in full view of decision makers of multinational companies. Of course, I'm telling you this because I'm very proud that our team made it to the finals this year. I do hope that they're going to win, of course, but we don't know that yet. So we feel we have a fantastic program and a very innovative program. And that is why the European Union has put a lot of money into the development of this program. And the only reason they do this is because it is an innovative program and focused on intercultural and internationalization. It's practice-driven, as I said. We ask the companies themselves, the professional field, to deliver the cases and the projects and the problems for our students to analyze and come up with solutions. So what about you in the middle of this program, right? What does that mean for you? We give you a personal tutor to help you through this because it's a big challenge. It's a very big challenge. And this personal tutor is going to support you in your studies and the choices you make, but even more important maybe in your career preparation. Because why do you study? Of course, because it's a lot of fun and it's good to develop yourself. But you hope at the end of your studies to land that great job, right? Everyone hopes that. So this personal tutor is going to help you prepare for this international career that you want so badly. The other thing that we do is applied research projects. We take problems from the professional field and you have to figure out, so now what exactly is the problem? And in order to answer that question, you have to do research. You have to come up with the data. Because if you don't know what you're talking about, you can't solve the problem. Right? These are our applied research projects. And we do that together with Centers of Applied Research and Innovation. And the Master of International Communication here in Groningen is related to the Center of Applied Research and Innovation for Entrepreneurship. Our program has a very strong international dimension. And how do you see that? You see that because we have an international student body. Students come from all over the place, from the Americans, from Europe, from Asia, from Africa. But not only do we have an international student body, we also have an international we also have an international teaching staff. And a global professional field. So relationships with companies all over the world. So let's look at the program overview. What will you be studying exactly? The program is 3 semesters, and the first semester is a core program. Right? You get the basics of international communication. In semester 2, there are all kinds of specializations you can choose from. Here at the Hanze University in Groningen, we offer different specializations: international public affairs, international marketing communication, and development communication. Our other partners offer all kinds of different specializations. In semester 3, you do your graduation assignment for a company. And at the end, as I said, you get 2 diplomas and 1 consortium certificate. What does the graduation assignment look like? On the one hand, you have a professional task, and you need to choose a professional role. For example, one of being an advisor or a consultant in a company. And what you need to do is you need to analyze and solve a complex, problematic situation for your client. That's a big deal, and that's very, very complicated. You need to propose, after you have analyzed this situation, you need to propose a number of solutions from a strategic point of view. I think that's very, very important. You're studying the Master of International Communication. You are not writing the brochures or making folders or flyers. You are looking at communication from a strategic point of view. And of course, everything is done in an international or intercultural context. When you've finished, what is your profile? We've put it here on the blackboard. I'm going to read it for you. Graduates of the Master of International Communication are interculturally competent communication professionals, able to work in a global context from a European perspective. They anticipate change and are able to create, offer, and manage sustainable and innovative solutions to problems from the professional field at a senior managerial or consultancy level. That's a lot of information in one sentence. And if you're interested in what that means specifically, go to our website, www.masterinternationalcommunication.eu, for more specific information on that. But it does mean that you have to be able to work within a very complex and ever-changing world, professional world, and you need to be able to solve problems that are relatively complex. So what are the competencies that you need in order to do that? The core competencies of the Master of International Communication, of course, are the international, intercultural orientation. Without that, you cannot be an effective international communication professional. But also your problem-solving capability. You need to be able to focus on the problem. What are the problems and how do you analyze those different problems? Very, very important competency. You need to be able to implement solutions. Right? Once you've solved a problem, how then do we implement solutions? A really important one, I feel, is a reflective capability. You need to be able to reflect on a situation, but not only on a situation, you need to be able to reflect on your role within a situation. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? How can you make yourself as effective as possible within a given situation? And of course, you need to be able to communicate. Your communicative capability is very, very important. Orally, written, all right? You need to be able to listen very well, but also be able to present things. And we've added the innovative capability. You need to be able to experiment, have the guts to experiment. Don't be afraid to fall flat on your face, right? You need to be able to have that experimental frame of mind, because without experiment, we're not going to get anywhere. So you've graduated, imagine, right? 90 credits, 3 semesters, and you're graduated. What is going to be on your business card? Maybe not right away, but in time. You could become head of corporate communications. You could be a public relations advisor. Or perhaps you'd like to be the director of international public affairs. Marketing communication consultant, perhaps? Or be in charge of the international media relations. What about social media? Maybe that's your thing. Lots and lots of different areas that you could professionally become involved in. So are you up for the challenge? Is this something for you, do you think? Check out our website and learn more, and if you're interested, contact us directly for more information. Thank you.